Stop it, Lifetime. Stop it. That doggone house. Hey guys, thank you for clicking on this video today. My name is Cherie. If you are new here, thank you. I'm so rusty. I've done this like 3 times. Like, thank you for being here. Yeah, in today's video, we are recapping. I don't even know what season this is. This is season 8 of Married at First Sight. Everything's wrapped up now because initially I was going to do a video like right after decision day, and then I was like, well, I might as well just wait until like the reunion or whatever, because I hadn't really like been talking about the entire season, but I remember making one or two videos I believe about it. So I just want to get on here and more so hear you guys thoughts about the season and what you thought of everything. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start out first with Jasmine and Will. As we, if you know, they decided not to stay together, and I kind of thought that they were. I thought that they were, but they wasn't going to last. Just because of I felt like 2 things was going on. I don't think that Will was that attracted to her initially. But then the icing on the cake was when they had that conversation on their honeymoon, and she was talking about the discussion about the finances and how she felt like the guy should take care of everything. So that kind of like there's a major like break in values on finances. And so I felt like once that happened, then that was it. So yeah, they work together. They're still friends. I think it's for the best. I think that Jasmine has to find someone who has those same beliefs as she does. And there's somebody from everybody out here. So it may take a while in today's society where it's a lot of men who tend not to think that way. And personally, I wouldn't. I think I said this in another video. I don't feel comfortable letting someone pay for everything for me just because I have an issue of needing people. I don't like to need people. So yeah, Jasmine, I think that's what's for the best. I do think that Will is sort of a jerk, and I'm like, just get him out of here because he's not. It's one thing to communicate, but he just wasn't communicating clearly. Like he was like talking in circles and he wasn't direct. I want you to be direct with me. I don't like all this, tell me what it is and then let's move on. But don't just circle around just to be hearing yourself talk or tell me things that you think I want to hear. So yeah, Will and Jasmine, I think that's for the best. And then we have Stephanie and AJ, who decided to stay together. I saw them staying together. With them still being together at reunion time, I understand them more. And I felt like there was some things going on behind the scenes. I felt like AJ and production just was not getting along because he's AJ. So there's a lot going on outside in the hallway of my building. These children. Anyway, I genuinely see like how their relationship works now, that they balance each other. Like she calms him. Yeah, and like I said, I believe that there's somebody for everybody out here, because I've seen the craziest people. I'm like, who would be with you? And they're together. So I wasn't shocked that they stayed together. And I think they work well together. Let me know what you guys think. Moving on to Christian and Keith, who turned out to be my favorite couple, because Christine was not taking any crap from Keith. And Keith was a guy who was truly ready, quote unquote, ready for marriage, because yes, he did have some flaws, as we're all imperfect beings, but he was willing to do the work. He saw, initially he was this grandma's boy who had all these expectations of what a wife should be. And he saw that it wasn't going to work. And he found that Christine was worth it. And so he changed for her. And yeah, I want us to remember, including myself, and talk to myself, that if a guy truly wants you, then he will do these things in order to make you happy and to keep you. And if he's not the one for you. And Keith is a perfect example of a guy who was willing to do the work, and he was ready to be a husband. And I feel like a lot of times these guys just are not ready. Women are not ready. They just want to have the wedding and the title and everything. But yeah, they you could tell, like, initially they just clicked, like, from the get-go. They were good together. So there was no surprise there. But I'm mad that, they held all this thing throughout the episode about this big announcement. You think somebody's gonna be pregnant, so a doggone freaking house. Ma'am, sir, y'all just wanted to keep people throughout the whole episode to just keep those ratings. You don't have to do that. We're going to stay. Well, most of us are going to stay. Stop it, Lifetime. Stop it. That doggone house. And last but definitely, well, I don't know if it's the least or not, but Kate and Luke. Yeah, that whole thing throughout the season, I was just like, why isn't somebody rescuing this child, this woman? Because she's being abused. She's being mentally and emotionally, especially, and more so emotionally abused, and we're just watching it on screen and nobody's stopping it. I felt like the experts should have jumped in there immediately. Once they had enough information to say, we're gonna pull this, we're gonna encourage you, this isn't healthy, we're gonna have an intervention here because you're being abused, and that's not what we want for you as experts. So it was a little disappointing to me that, or maybe the expert tried, I don't know what happened behind the scenes. Maybe they did try to pull Kate out of that situation with Luke, because clearly he wasn't there for her. He said that in his during the reunion that he was disappointed. He finally admitted that, like, when she was walking down the aisle, because he met her before and he knew her. He wasn't attracted to her. Allegedly, he's bisexual. People are saying on Twitter that he's just gay. I don't know, because I don't be in people's business like that, and I don't know. But the evidence is there. Okay. And it was just so good to see Kate have that light back in her again, because it during the whole season, she was just like, she just looked sad. She was so unhappy, but she was like popping off and getting Luke together during that reunion. And I was just like, go Kate, go. And then it was so good to see that she has a new man. And she's living her best life. Like that, I'm glad that situation didn't like scar her permanently, and that she's moving forward with her life. That was so good to see. Kate being happy and her getting Luke together. And Luke, I just want Luke to get some help to live whatever life that he needs to live, because something is wrong. Something is not right. Either he's struggling with who he really is, or he just wanted to be on TV. And I don't think he just wanted to be, maybe a little bit he wanted to be on TV, but I don't think he wanted that much of himself being exposed. That's why he chose to hide certain things. And I'm just glad that Kate is happy. That was my biggest concern. I also want to mention that I'm glad that I forgot the host's name. Oh, what's his name? So terrible with names. But bring him back for all the reunions, because he was getting Luke together. Bring him back for all the reunions, okay? Somebody else say he needs to be on 90 Day Fiance doing that reunion. My DVR is, by the way, my DVR is saying that comes back on. And because sometimes my DVR picks up stuff where it's like not a new episode. So is there a new season of 90 Day Fiance coming on? Because my DVR is preparing to record something, and it has something set up twice, and I didn't have the time to look and see what was going on, because this will be my first time watching while it was live, because I watched the previous seasons on Hulu. So yeah, let me know about that too. But overall, this was a good season. It wasn't as entertaining or whatever, but overall, I still think it was a good season. Was it the best season? No, but it is what it is. We are headed to the Carolinas, to Charlotte. They're coming here. We're not here. They're coming to North Carolina. I'm in Raleigh, but they're coming to the Queen City, and I know a lot of people in Charlotte. I've lived in Charlotte for a few years. I'm in Charlotte a lot. So I'm like, will I know somebody? That is my biggest thing. Like, what if it's somebody I know? So I really gotta be, because that's that's home. We're heading home now. So I really want to be reviewing that episode by episode, if I can. I'm hoping that I can, because it takes so much to get set up with filming. I love filming, but it's just like I got to set up the camera, the lights, and everything, and half the time I'm in my pajamas because I work from home now. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of, what you guys thought of season 8, and what do you think about, any thoughts about season 9? Wow, 9 seasons of Married at First Sight coming in Charlotte. And yeah, let's chat below in the comments. I miss you guys, and yeah, I hope to be seeing more of you. As always, you guys be blessed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.